and your main concern is you're scared to be a single mother. I'd be scared to be dead the next day, sleeping with a man like that next to me.
Wrestling match. I don't care how big you are, how tall you are. We're wrestling.
We're literally going head to head with each other.
Yeah.
I believe Abrsak, my brother, got involved. He came with a newspaper and rolled it up and now, bah, bah, bah.
He was in there as well. All I know is he was fighting like a cat, okay? He was scratching my face.
He was scratching your face.
Yeah, he was like a little girl. I'm here like, do it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Next, can we move on to the one? Why did you sleep?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Why did you sleep?
That's what he said.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get this stupid dilemma out of
That's
his
what I
face.
mean.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome to
Millennial.Mom.Pod.
Yes. Let's get straight to the
Okay.
dilemma, okay?
Okay.
This is about marriage dilemmas, guys. All right,
Okay.
you ready for this dilemma? Yeah?
Okay.
Right. So this is one of the sisters. She sent a dilemma message through NGL.
Okay.
So let's read this. So, Salam alaikum, my sisters. I really need advice. My husband and I have been married for 10 years.
Okay.
And we have 4 beautiful children together. He controls everything I do and he domestically abuses me to the point that I am unconscious.
Allah.
I want to leave. I want to leave, but I am scared to be single mother and divorced.
Why?
Wait, read it again. I'm scared to be what?
A single mom.
Single mom of 4.
Oh,
and
you know, you
divorced.
answer this, actually.
Well, I just have no words. He's beating you to the point that you're unconscious. And your main concern is you're scared to be a single mother. I'd be scared to be dead the next day, sleeping with a man like that next to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is potentially, can I say the word? I'm not allowed to say the word.
Yes.
He could potentially murder you. So how's
It's
that
facts.
love?
Wallahi.
Yeah. It's, that is literally
That's
like
true.
unconscious. If this so-called, let's not even call him a husband. If this man that you're with, this monster, is beating you up to the point that you're unconscious, knowing that you got 4 beautiful boys,
Kids. I don't know if it's boys. It's
Girl-
his children.
Oh, okay. I don't even know why I said boys. Okay, but you've got 4 beautiful children. Your
Yeah.
main concern is your children, yeah? If you carry on being with him and then you end up dead, you're going to leave your beautiful kids with a monster like him.
Yes.
And they're gonna grow up with the same traumas that you have right now. It's not fair. You have to make the sacrifices. Being a single mother is hard, but let me tell you, it's not as hard as getting beat down by your husband. So, literally, I would say, run for your life. Run for your life. Being a single mother is not all that bad. It is hard. It's really, really, really hard. But I'd rather be alive than end up being dead next.
Can I see the scenario?
You want to see the scenario
I
again?
just need to read. Okay.
What do you guys think?
So, unconscious.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, and it says okay. Why are you more scared to be single
And
than
divorced.
stay with your husband?
But she said something else. What
Who's
did she say?
knocking you out until
She's
you're
scared to be
unconscious.
single. Yeah, that's
right?
the whole topic.
Is he abusing? I don't even need to know. Is he abusing in front of the kids? Because first of all,
Yeah, that's
you need to
true
set
as
an
well.
example for the kids as well.
Yeah.
Are they seeing that abuse? Even if they're not seeing that abuse, they will know through the way you
Scream.
behave,
Yeah.
the way you're, because when you're abused, how do you feel? How do you act?
Yeah.
Are you happy? Are you smiling?
No.
You'd probably
You feel
not.
nothing.
Nothing.
Numb.
And the kids feel that energy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, so
Poor them.
subhanallah, like I'm really sorry that you're going through that, but this
is.
Yeah, really sorry about it as well.
you need to get out. And how long has he been abusing? For 10 years? And you're dealing with it for 10 years? And that's another thing. We need to talk about why there is a stigma of divorce. Divorce is halal, by the way. Divorce
Ilahi
is
made it halal.
There's a
And
reason.
it's free.
Okay, it's not like you need
Yeah.
to...
It really is free.
It is.
Is it free?
It's free.
Of course it's
Of course
free.
it's free.
No, you have to pay for the... Oh, let's just
No, you
Islamically,
don't.
no.
Islamically, it's just
Come on,
three
it has to
halal.
be
For the
free.
civil, if you're in... Yeah, I know that. But I'm talking about the civil marriage. It's not free to get a divorce.
Why would you get civil marriage?
Why would you pay for a divorce?
Why would you get paid for divorce?
You have to pay for the divorce. I think it's £500.
Girl, bye.
I'm walking out. Let the
Hell
bailiffs
no,
come and
you
get
can
me.
pay that. I ain't paying no
Let
shit.
the bailiffs come
What
and get
I
me.
would do is,
I pay
because she's
500.
been in that marriage for a long time, she's been in that marriage for a long time. You need to make a plan, okay? You need to think about how you're going to get out.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to do it immediately, but you need to
Exit
start.
plan.
Yes, exit plan.
Babe, she
And
needs
you
to do it
start
immediately.
Save up money because she's probably financially dependent on him.
Yeah,
I feel like she needs to find a supporter.
But babe, okay,
Who's
I
her
agree
main
with you.
support? Has she got sisters? Has she got family?
Well, clearly
first
not.
of all.
Yeah.
Because you need to go to the main support with your kids
Yeah.
because you can't leave by yourself
Yeah.
with the kids with what? I'm sure you get support
Yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
even
And-
if you don't have
yeah,
family.
That's true.
So that's your contingency plan
yeah.
is to make sure you have your support and your
Yeah.
loved ones and go
Yeah.
there.
And
for
what if she
help.
doesn't have any support?
If you don't have a main support,
Go
you
to the
need
system.
contact someone.
Go to the system.
Is there a helpline?
Yeah,
domestic
there is.
helpline?
There is a
There's a
helpline.
Put it on
domestic
the
helpline.
screen. Is it in the UK?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
So we put it on
It's the one. It's the one that I.
Okay, so put it on the screen
Yeah,
and
so
contact
there's a
number.
domestic helpline. They will take you somewhere where your partner won't know where you're at. You be safe. Financially, they will support you. You will even have someone come visit you on a regular basis. You'll even have a therapist. Like nothing is worse than being with a man like that. Like I obviously like I know it's it's
Make sure
scary.
you don't know where you are as well.
Yeah.
Because you don't want him coming running after you.
Yeah.
And next you know, you guys been arguing back and forth.
Back and forth,
And
yeah.
streets, no.
Facts.
So definitely you have to make sure this is discreet.
You can do it
Quietly.
sis. You can do it.
Yes, you can
I
do
believe in you.
Yeah.
Do it for your kids. Make that sacrifice. It's not about you no more.
How old do you think
And-
these kids are?
You never know. It might be
It,
young
it sounds like
age.
back to back.
There's 10 years. 4 kids in 10 years.
So it might be like 10,
Oh,
8-year-old.
they've seen this for sure. If
So
you're during
sad.
that,
That's
what I was
that's
thinking, yeah.
horrible.
And don't worry what other people say about
Don't care what
divorce.
anyone thinks. And what's wrong with being a single mom, Horta? What is wrong with that?
And I'm sorry.
I feel like there's different cultures. Like Somali culture, I feel like I don't know if they care about being divorced, but whereas Asians community,
No, Somali community,
they're
they do
very
care.
they do
like-
care.
They
Some
do
of them
care.
do care.
There is a
Do they
stigma.
care?
No, but I feel like
But I feel like
Somali
Asian community
parents,
is
they
probably
would
more care.
never tolerate. I don't know. Like Somali people will never tolerate their daughter, their what's it called, their cousin, their niece getting beat down.
No.
Hell no. He is.
As soon as they find out,
He'd
So
probably,
we all-
I'm just
so
coming.
we-
that's what I'm trying to say.
So we're all agreeing
Yeah.
that she should leave.
Leave
right?
and don't
And
look
not
back.
stay.
You run
yeah, run for your life.
Run
with
for your life.
kids.
Yeah.
before you
okay.
die. Honestly.
But we need to be realistic because she needs to come up with a plan. And I like your plan
Yeah.
about, okay, so we definitely call the
We're
number,
gonna get definitely, yeah.
the domestic helpline.
Yes.
And then they will set up a plan with you
Yeah.
to how to put yourself in a
Yeah.
safe place with the kids,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
And don't look back.
I'm so sorry you're going through this. I know.
I'm sorry,
I
this is not
know.
love.
What about if he wants to start co-parenting because it's his kids?
No, because let me tell
Sorry,
you something.
no.
No, because the law says if he's being domestically violent to the
How
to
do you
the
prove
woman,
it? Does she have proof?
well, she's gonna have to prove it if she goes. They're gonna find out what he's like, and I'm sure police were probably called to the house a few times if there is a history. But and she's got 4 kids, so within 10 years, if there's a gap here and they've seen something, they're gonna still stick.
And last thing you need is social service get involved.
Don't worry about
Okay.
co-parenting. What you need to focus on is
Someone
yeah.
can report
Yeah.
this and
Yeah.
abuse
take your kids.
because the children's involved and they can
Yeah.
easily say, oh, my mom's going through abuse with her husband, things like that. So social service will get involved. So you have to leave. Yeah, so make sure you leave with your kids' safety. You don't want your kids to be in social service.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
last thing you
true.
need, okay? That's the advice I can give you as well.
Social services.
So we're gonna
Yes.
put the numbers down for her.
Social services. Yeah, because if the neighbours are hearing noises and
Yeah.
like abuse going on,
But it depends what house she's living in. She could be, maybe the guy might be a wealthy guy. They might not even have neighbors. They could be living in the woods. God knows.
Yeah. But
She
it's
said
safe
salam alaikum.
unconsciously. That's
Oh,
really
God,
bad.
that's
that's
really
a
bad.
Muslim sister. That's definitely not in an isolated area. We love
I'm
to
sorry,
live in a
unconsciously.
community.
What would you guys do if, let's say, okay, hypothetically.
Horta, أنا أودي لي لهاي horta.
I'm quick to be, yeah. Same here. I'm quick to fight.
You know what I would
Do you think I'm like this person?
I would call you guys Naima Hodan. He
Yes.
put his hands on me.
It's self-defense. I'm going in.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not. Wait, is
Fight
she-
mode, right? With double E. This is wrestling match. I don't care how big you are, how tall you are. We're wrestling.
We're literally going head to head with each other.
Yeah, I'm not sitting down, stand down. But there is some women who's so in love with their partner,
Yeah.
can't even defend
That's it,
themselves.
Love, I mark you when somebody's beating
can't
me.
defend
Yeah.
themselves.
Do you know what?
Do you know how scary that is?
Have you ever been physically attacked by a guy before? I have.
Yeah,
Have you?
I have to.
I have.
Wallahi, do you remember I had a fight with a guy
On the bus.
on the bus? Yes. Did you? I get it. Yes.
With who?
He was like,
remember.
he's a bully. He was bullying women.
I had a fight with a boy as well. But it was but like, you know what it is? It was my brother's beef.
Okay, it's your brother. You
My
beat him, brother.
brother. No. So I caught him in the area,
Okay.
but he wasn't supposed to be in. Saw him at Subway. So I said to him,
Somewhere.
why are you coming to my area? Boof. He was like, we went in each other and
Really?
we got
In public?
in public. And you know what the worst part is? He was so ashamed. He was like, I'm so sorry. And then he called my brother saying, listen, we squashed the beef and this and this. And my brother, he was like, listen, I didn't know, like, that's family. Then my brother came and said, I support your loyalty. Let him eat his Subway in peace.
I can't do what you did.
As far as she was a G back then,
I could never.
She would fight
You
with
know
everybody.
what it is? I'm fiercely loyal, innit?
Yeah.
And what they did was, it was unacceptable. Like, do you get it?
Yeah.
So when it comes to my family and my friends, I will protect them to the end of earth.
Of
I don't
course.
care
Of
if
course.
it's a man, a woman, you name it.
Aliens,
I'm
you name it.
front line in the fire.
Front line.
Front
She's
line,
waiting
babes.
with the bat.
What
Well,
about you?
me, I had a fight on the bus.
What did you
I think I was
And
there. Yeah.
it was. He
Were
was,
you there?
Yeah, he was
Something was going
He
on.
was nitpicking. You know, like he was picking, bullying, like little names here and there. I had enough. To be honest with you. He's been doing that for months and months, and I had enough from there. I switched up. Okay, I was defending a friend as well. Okay,
Yeah.
and from there she wasn't really backing herself up, so I just helped myself. I literally helped myself.
What was he doing if he was there?
I believe Abirsak, my brother, got involved. He came with a newspaper and rolled it up and now, bah, bah, bah.
He wasn't there as well.
He got
I don't
involved.
remember. All I know,
I remember, wallahi.
all I
He
know is
rolled
I
the-
literally he was fighting like
You
a
know
cat.
the Metro
Yeah,
newspapers,
yeah. The back
free
in days
ones
where
on
the bus-
Yeah, he literally, came to
I
help
don't remember.
you.
All I know is he was fighting like a cat. Okay, he was scratching my face.
He was scratching your face.
Yeah, he was like a little girl.
love this song.
I'm here like do it on a bus. So yeah.
Oh, babe.
So
we
these are
have
the
we
type
done.
of guys that get married and beat their woman up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
So I got not attacked. I was shoved right against the wall. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's a long story, but long story
You
short.
didn't tell us.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did tell you.
Who
this
was
was
it?
in France on my study abroad.
So do you remember him?
If I see
So you remember him?
Yeah, well, no, he
Okay,
is.
let's make a few phone calls.
But did you beat him up though? Let's finish. Let's finish the story.
So, back to my story. I was going abroad studying law, minding my business, right? Then we meet other students from other countries. I happened to meet two from the same country, UK. It's such a small world. And we were studying. And then one time, I told you this. One time,
Oh, yeah, you did actually.
this girl was like, I want to come over and chill with you. This is on a random Sunday. And I lived in an apartment. Well, not apartment. Yeah, it was an apartment. 3 floors. And I was in the middle. And it's just a room and you have your own sink. She said, I'm going to come over to you. I was okay. I was only expecting her. She came with a guy. Which, apparently, he has a girlfriend
Yeah.
back in London. He was in a relationship with her, I don't know for how long, but he has a girlfriend. We're doing madness. I see him. with my
What's his
own
name?
eyes.
Stevie.
Just call him Stevie at this point.
Do you know why I call him Stevie there?
Yeah, I know why.
Yes,
Okay,
let's
let's
just
why.
call him Stevie.
Let's call him
For
Stevie.
the purpose of the story, well, let's call him Stevie.
Stevie.
Okay? So he came, I said to, let's call her
Bianca.
Bianca. She looks nowhere near like Bianca. So,
Oh, Karen.
definitely a Karen. So, let's call her Karen.
Okay, Karen.
Karen came with Stevie.
Okay.
Right? I
Okay.
said, what's Stevie doing here? She goes, oh, we're just chilling and vibing, whatever, da, da, da. I had a kitab right next to me. I just wanted to chill, wallahi. I just wanted to read my
Yeah.
Quran, do whatever. I goes, okay, come, sit, have you chit-chat, whatever, and then move. Next thing you know, they start putting speakers on, music on, wallahi, and blasting it out. To the point where the security had to come, because we're living in an apartment with other students,
Yeah.
which somebody has reported, and goes, no, you need to get out. These people need to get out. You got 2 warnings left. 2 warnings, I'm out, by the way. I would be homeless. Yeah? And I said,
She's
guys,
about
get out.
homeless.
Get
Oh,
out.
no.
Just get out.
Yeah.
What happened? We all left,
Yeah.
and then I had the key.
Yeah.
This is right. Remember the key, okay? I had
Okay.
the key to my apartment. She left her phone or something. She left something that was personal and valuable in the bedroom.
Okay.
And she needed that. This is why he wanted the key. But it's my key. it's my room. You don't have access to my room because it's my space.
Yeah.
She said, oh, I left because we had a little bit of a bickering and an argument. I goes, I'm going. You guys go, I'm going. We had an argument or whatever. And she didn't want to come back with me to the apartment because we had an argument. She said to Stevie, can you go get the key and go to her house or to her place and get the
Key.
Her valuable stuff. Let's just say it was her phone because I can't remember what it was. He said, give me the key. I goes, no. I go in and then I'll give you whatever she needed.
Yeah.
You're not getting key off me. That's mine. Doom. Looking like this, looking for the key. You know where I put my key? In my bra. Yeah? Wallahi. Right against the wall. Where is it? The key. He got so aggressive. It is like 0 to 100.
Oh my God, that's scary.
Wallahi, 0 to 100.
Did you call 99?
No. That's why I didn't even know the match is 9.
This
No,
is in France.
Oh,
France.
I didn't even know.
Is it 9911?
I should have known, but I didn't know. And right against the wall, and it was outside. Doom. Yeah? Where's the key? I acted lost with him. I don't know. Where is the key? Right? Like, I had to try to defuse the situation.
Yeah.
I goes, okay, wait, let me look for it. Can't find it. I don't know. I guess I have to go to the security to get my spare key to the place, whatever. He followed.
Oh my God.
That's so
this is
scary.
so
And
creepy.
it's a metro
hell?
ride and then a bus ride back to my place, okay? And alhamdulillah, she came along. So even though we were arguing, we weren't talking, at least she came along, right? Because I was not comfortable him following me.
Yeah.
And at least she could calm him down, even though she didn't do that.
Yeah.
Of course she didn't do that.
That's what happened. But
She's dealt with
she
that.
eventually got her stuff back, but he had no right to have my key.
No, right.
He has no right to touch me. That was my first, first experience
Time.
of someone actually
touching you.
assaulting me.
Assaulting, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. And he just get away with it like that.
She should have reported his ass.
You should have reported him.
There's no evidence. You know what happens.
Yeah,
You get
true.
to
There's no
this whole
evidence to
process and
report.
whatnot, and just be like,
But you did well. I'm proud of you, sis.
girl.
Girl, you must be
did really
panicking.
And he was hunch
well. Those are the worst
Mother
ones.
Right.
from the west.
Okay, I've got another dilemma, guys. I've got another
Henry
dilemma. Henry the Hoovers. That's a good one.
So get out.
Okay.
So
Do
don't let the guy touch you, okay? As soon he touches,
After 40 minutes of us talking.
yeah,
Run.
basically
Yeah.
don't let him touch you, okay?
Never, ever.
That's the first sign to exit, and just take your beautiful 4 children with you, and just go.
And being a single mother is not that hard. You're gonna
hard.
adapt, and then it'll just become so familiar to you that you won't even feel like you're a single mom.
Exactly. You're gonna
It'll
feel
be second
so
nature.
happy and relaxed
Content,
and content.
peace,
Oh,
freedom.
freedom.
No one telling you what to
discuss
do.
The stigma around divorce,
Yeah.
why? Because if
Okay,
there
you start
wasn't, she would definitely be happy to just because she said she's
Yeah.
scared of being a single mom and
divorce,
divorced.
yeah.
So can we discuss that? There is nothing wrong
With being
course.
divorced.
with being divorced, and like if you've done everything to make this marriage work, but now it's affecting your health and well-being as well as
Yeah.
the kids, right?
And also,
Divorce would be the only solution.
yeah, it really is.
Get
You'll be
out.
happily divorced. I'm telling you.
You'll
You'd
be
rather be
happy,
happy
yeah.
divorced than miserable marriage. Okay.
And you know what? I also want to
Say
say
that again, Hodan.
You'd rather happy divorced
Divorce.
than being in a
in
miserable marriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agree
Come
what
on.
I have.
And you know what I always want to say? No, what I also want to say is,
Yes.
why do you live for people? Like, at the end of the day, you're the one that gets up, feeds your kids, puts clothes on their back.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're the one that does everything for the marriage and for the kids. People are not in your marriage. So if you die today, all those people, all they're going to do is just cry. They're not going to remember you getting beat. Your husband is probably going to play the victim, saying, wasn't happy married. So you would rather get out because... Yeah, people do start rumors. People always like to spin the narrative. But at the end of the day, Allah knows your truth and you know your truth. Yeah? And people get tired. People get tired of talking and you'll just go back to your beautiful house with your kids, living your best life. Forget people.
Yeah, exactly.
Forget people. Don't live for people. Because when you die, you're going to die alone anyway.
They don't owe you.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
They don't know you. They don't owe you at all.
Exactly.
Why
They don't pay your bills.
Why do you think they want to stay married?
I think it's easier for them.
It's for the for the picture. I feel like it's for the word.
Title. That's what I think.
That's the
That's what I
word.
think title as well.
Just
Even
show
if
them
even
off.
if you get knocked out,
Yeah.
black and blue.
Yes, I think a lot
You'll
of
be happy
people
with the bruises walking
yeah,
around.
It's not
and
nice.
cover up with
Terrible.
foundation and a little bit powder.
Don't cover your lie.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Don't cover yourself like that. You'd rather be happily with kids.
So what happens? Inshallah, that never happens. Okay. In a situation, and it has happened actually,
Yeah.
where domestic violence it ends up one of them dies. Yeah.
Subhanallah.
So the abuse goes both ways. It's not just
But
men.
it does.
It's
In
not just men
statistics.
abusing women. It's
Yeah.
women
It's
also
also
abusing
women,
men. It's
yeah.
both ways. But in a situation where when the abuse has been going on for so long and it eventually kills one of them,
Yeah.
whether it's the man or the woman,
Or the woman, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what are they gonna say? What do you think? Are you not more scared of what people are gonna say when you've been killed? Not
Yeah.
that she will think about it anymore because she's gone.
She's gone.
But the kids, then your family was gonna hear about it. Why didn't she tell me? Why didn't she?
Why did
you
she
know?
get away?
That's worse.
That's worse. Yeah.
worse.
than
heartbreak,
just
yeah.
being divorced.
That's true.
That's
It is.
worse. That for them to learn that you have been abused and killed, and you didn't even reach out for help and
Yeah.
support. I know it's
That's
hard,
true.
but it's just don't be scared to be a single mom.
Yeah. And you know what? And why can't you make that sacrifice for your children? Like, that's the thing. Like, you're making a sacrifice because you're scared to be a single mother and divorced because of people who don't pay your bills, people who don't even think about you every night, but you can't make that sacrifice for your 4 beautiful children that you brought to this earth. It's your job to protect your children. So when you die, yeah, you're going to get questioned too. Do you get it? So my advice would be is you're a mother now. If you were single and you didn't have kids, okay, then you could be selfish. Because then if you die,
You want to have yourself to answer to.
but you've got your legacy that you need to, So I would say run for your life.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah. Do it for the
Run in
kids.
a good
if you're
place.
gonna
Yeah,
do it for
people.
yourself.
People always talk.
Do it
Yeah.
for the kids if you're not going to do it for yourself. Do it for your kids.
Do it for your kids. Make that sacrifice. You
Period.
can do it.
Yeah.
I believe
Right.
in you.
Another dilemma, guys. Okay,
Okay, go
another
on.
dilemma sent through. So, hello, beautiful sisters. I have a dilemma. I will send part 1. I hope you read part 2 too. Okay. I let my cousin sleep over. Blood cousin. She's a girl.
Wow.
We live in 1-bedroom flat. She needed a place to stay for the night. My husband is an Uber driver at night, and I went to bed. So she's a female. I went to bed and left cousin to sleep downstairs.
Okay.
Part 2. I went into bed around 5 a.m. I heard something like loud breathing noise. So she went downstairs and saw them through the door. I went back to bed because I didn't want to wake my child up with screaming. I
What?
told my husband I saw them. I saw you guys, and they were denying it.
So the next
Please
morning,
help. I feel like I'm going crazy.
Horta, she is crazy.
Who's crazy?
She's crazy.
Which one? The one that submitted it?
She's nuts
The one
as
she
well.
submitted it. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me, hold on, this is.
I know
like,
what
this
you're
is-
gonna get. I know what you're gonna
This
say.
is literally boiling my blood. So what you're trying to say is she peeked through the door,
Yeah.
and then she said, "Oh, my kids, I'm going back to bed, and I'll confront them tomorrow morning."
Yeah.
You need to go to the first MRI scan, brain scan that you can get at the earliest appointment because
know what you're gonna say.
how I film Hindi. Firstly, I don't even know
Or
if it's wrong.
Bollywood stuff.
Because my natural instincts would be F the kids.
I know Faye. I know her.
She'll bust the door.
I would go to
Open.
the kitchen, or I don't want to say it. 'Cause
Even I'll bust the door.
I would bust that door open. Harta, my cousin Harta is not my cousin. At that point, I know she's not my cousin. My husband is not my husband at that point. He better give me my divorce there and then. I'm going to let my whole family know what she did.
Wait, how did it happen under her nose? What was the sleeping arrangement? She was.
She was sleeping down on the sofa in the living room.
Who?
The cousin.
So how did it end up being in the same room, her and her husband?
Because he's
Oh,
an
basically
Uber,
it's
he
one
was an
bedroom.
Uber driver at night, so he probably went
walked
through the
in,
living room.
So
Or
they were
went
doing it in the
through-
living room?
Yeah,
did
they
it in the
probably
living
were.
room.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, then.
Yeah.
I would break that door like an F
And she was in the bedroom. The wife, she was in the bedroom with if she was with a child, and all she cares about is her child screaming.
So
and she don't want to wake her
let
child
them
up.
finish, babes.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
You
let
heard.
them finish in peacefully. Yeah? That's why in the morning they sing
They denied it.
They denied it because you let them finish. If you busted that open like an FBI, grabbed the back, Allah, I don't want to talk because I'm going to get cancelled.
No,
Yeah,
go
no, you're
on.
right.
You gotta go in because I just imagine yourself in the situation.
Babe,
Go on.
babe,
Tell
I
us what
am.
you're gonna do.
At this point,
Hotta,
don't think about your child.
My kid, this probably would help their cognitive development because ain't no way I'm teaching my kid. So what are you going to tell your kid when they grow up? Oh, I was thinking about you sleeping. No. It's only one night. It's only one night. And you have to be perfect.
This is an emergency.
The helicopters will be called. The police will be called. Ambulance will be called. Yeah?
I know.
My family will be posted like a gairi, like it's a funeral. Yeah? Then I'm calling the whole community together. And my cousin now.
Hey, hold on a minute.
I will knock her out so good. You're doing it to me.
She thinks she's
Your
basically
blood
acting
cousin.
crazy. She thinks she.
You're
thinks-
like my sister.
Can't go on. You go in.
You dirty, sleazy. That's it. I'm done now. I'm done ranting. Really, okay, higher.
What's your rant? Have you got a rant?
Yes. First of all,
Go on.
if I saw what I saw, you can't say nothing to me for me to think, oh, did it really happen? Did it not? I don't care if you denied it. Well, I don't. I don't care
think
if
I'll
you
piss me off the
denied it.
next month.
One, okay.
Manipulating
I saw it
you.
with my eyes.
They manipulate narcissists.
They're just trying to gaslight me into thinking that shit didn't happen. Yeah?
Yeah,
I
but
saw
touch-
it.
Yeah,
You think I'm delusional? Do you think I'm crazy? Like I forget things.
But Naima, why didn't you go in?
I would go in. First
But
of all,
then-
I'm not doing peekaboo.
What was your
Okay, that's what I'm
reaction?
trying to say.
So what's your reaction when you go in? You heard a moan and groan, whatever.
I would've laughed.
You go in, open the door, and you saw them two doing the deed.
I would be like,
What would you do? You would laugh.
I
I would laugh. I'm like, you doing it
I
to
can't
me,
say
yeah?
something
You doing it to me? I would go Super Saiyan on the ass. Me? Rah! Wallah.
Should get
Spaz
the
out. Oh,
Me.
and then I'd cry
Okay,
like a bitch as
I'm
well.
not gonna lie. For me, in an instant, right, I have a different reaction to Faye. I'm not like
My
Me-
reaction
for me,
is the
it's-
most natural reaction.
It is, it
Any
is, it
woman
is, it
who
is.
says, I'm going to sit there composed while your
No,
man
you're
is
not composed.
getting...
You're not composed. I feel like it takes a little bit for me to process of how.
But I'm
gonna
the
act.
same.
I'm like, do I go to prison or do I not? Do
Go
I
to
I'm
prison?
thinking about the kids. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, in that moment, I'll just freeze. That's what I'll do first. I'll freeze.
know, I know, I
I
wouldn't
will
freeze.
look dead in your face while you're doing what you're doing. Yeah, and I'm like. And I'm smiling right now, but it's not a smiling
So
situation.
you watch them do it?
No, I've been looking. I'll make sure they see that I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will look cray.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm like this.
He'll be like this. This is his reaction. Oh, this is not what it looks like. Oh,
Not what it looks like,
Make me
Make
scared.
I will look like this.
Oh God, silent.
I will not say a word. I'm just looking because you can't. What's there to talk about? Horta? What is there to talk about? It
How
happened. It
dare
happened.
you.
It happened. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Wallahi. Yeah.
The stare.
Crazy. So then you did all that, whatever. I walk away. Oh no, it's not what it is. You know what they will be
Yeah.
like? It is. No, you're not gonna hear a word from me. After that, wallah, you don't hear a word from me.
But what about
I'm
your cousin?
packing. I'm taking.
Are you?
You're forgetting your
cray?
cousin.
For cousin, it's not my cousin.
But why would she do that?
You give him silent treatment.
No, it's literally I'm a ghost at that point.
Are you-
I will not
like a
for my
gasper?
for my own health and well-being.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lash out because guess what? You do all of that, then what happened?
No,
It still
for
happened.
me, no.
Do you know what I
For
mean?
me, it's a sign of relief because you know what it is. This is my house. The fuddy is where my kids play in. This is like this is our safe space, and you don't have contaminated my area. It's
Then
to
what
disrespect.
happened? What are you gonna do after that?
I have to make my stance known.
He said, "I'm not getting out of the house."
I don't. Hot either hot or if
There is no way to say, "I'm not getting out of the
Are
house."
you
This
crazy?
is my house.
I ain't getting out of the
I'm staying.
house.
999.
Me, I don't care if it's my house. I'm out. I'd rather.
Yeah,
get out.
me too. I know
And
I would
ghost.
call my brother. I would call my brother and say, pick me up, get my kids ready. I'm like, this is your house. You like have fully contaminated our house. You dirtbags.
But if my name
and
is
my
Allah-
cousin, I'm gonna say I think you wait there because we're going together. This is not over. I'm taking her with me. My brother's gonna put me in the car. Wallah, oh my God, I'll take her with me. My blood cousin, she's coming with me. You think I'm gonna let them
finish
stay
her off?
together?
Where are you going?
No,
where,
I'm gonna
where
let
you
them
taking
be
her?
together. I'm gonna take
Where
her.
are you taking her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take her to my mom's. I'm gonna say, Hoyo, basara dana bas. Yeah, wixii igu samaysay. I'm gonna
You're gonna
air
go to the snitch to the mums.
and then I'll call my auntie and be like, what kind of daughter have you raised?
And then you let everybody know.
And then she can go home. Then she can go home.
She was a good beating.
Yeah, good beating.
What if you say that never happened? It never happened. The guy said, because she said,
But
they
why would
denied
I
it.
lie?
It never happened.
My
It
parents
never
have to
happened.
listen.
They
Yeah,
denied.
nobody would make this up. Like, and
They've seen your own eyes. How
with
could
your
it never
own eyes,
happen?
unless his wife is on drugs or something. Anybody would believe that. But first, this whole dilemma is sickening to me. Even the wife, she has some sort of, I don't know if she's on the spectrum or that, because how can you go back to bed and let them finish
Sure.
and then in the morning, I've seen you catch through the door. Oh, yeah, sorry. Even
I'm sorry, girl. You
Even
need to
I would
speak
deny
That's
it.
up.
why he cheated. Stuff a lot. But
exactly.
Don't
I'm
say
so sorry.
that. I'm sorry.
so
Is she
sorry.
still with him? I don't know if she's still
no,
with
but
him.
that's
After
probably
that.
She's
why
probably with him.
she looks like a stuff a lot. But it looks like you've been a doormat.
Yeah.
You know, it's happening under your own roof, like in your house.
And you're blaming your
You
innocent
must have been
child
so
for not
miskin.
standing on business.
You've been so miskin then.
Mm.
You've been like letting him do. He must have done madness just before that. I'm sure he's done some.
The fact
crazy-
that
your
wait, the
audacity
fact
in
that
the
in the house, I'm
house.
saying
That's
the
not your
fact-
house. That's
the
why.
fact that
Hodan,
he-
I know you.
The disrespect.
That's what I'm trying
Babe,
to say.
he's been disrespectful from day one. Then I guess he's literally cheating right in front of your eyes. That's how he couldn't even discreetly do in a hotel. Okay?
Yeah.
The
Not
disrespect being
even-
public in the house.
not even
is
in the
literally not public,
garden.
but out in the out
Not
open.
even in the shed.
kids in the
But
house.
in the living room.
Kids
In the living
house,
room.
yes.
In a one-bedroom
Sorry,
flat.
darling,
the
he doesn't love
disrespectful
you
is wrong.
at
He doesn't
all.
love you. He's never loved you.
Yeah, he never
never
loved
loved
you,
you.
but he doesn't love you at all. The fact
So okay.
He's cancelled.
He denied
Get
it.
him
What
out.
do you want? What do you want to do? Are you gonna say because he denied it, they denied it, so I guess it didn't happen? So you want to stay because you're thinking, well, since they denied it, what can I do about it? No.
Yeah.
Do not let them
Manipulate
gaslight you and manipulate you into
No.
thinking that it never happened when it did. And you
Facts.
saw it. You weren't the Lulu. It
even
happened.
your cousin lied to
Get
you.
out. Actually, if your name is on that property and his name isn't, yeah, firstly, you can get out, right?
I wouldn't stay in a house
You
where
come
they
back
done
to
the
the
deed.
house. You can go back to the house. Get out. Just immediately get out. Obviously, it happened already. So it's in the past now. What's happening now, though?
We don't know.
We don't know.
It's happened.
Sis, if you
happened.
see
How long
this,
ago did this happen?
please give
I
us
don't
an
know how long
update
ago.
because we need to know
It was
what
said.
happened and what possessed you to go upstairs. I have to know the
should even
answer.
ask for
So if
advice.
you see this, please message back. Why did you go back to bed?
She said, I didn't want to wake my child up with screaming.
Why did you go back to bed?
Why did you go back to bed?
Because that's a good question.
But that's
Why
pissing me
would you
off.
go back to bed after you just let
That's
them
what I'm
finish?
trying to say. Babe, you know what I think? Stuff for like I could
There's
be
only
wrong.
one night of chaos.
I feel like
your child
maybe
is gonna
sleep
hear
after
of
this.
screaming. It's
think
just
maybe
one
sleep.
night
I
they're
think
gonna hear.
maybe
They're gonna
she's
forget
on
about it.
spec.
But this is an emergency. You should have gone straight in, busted that door open.
Yeah, well, like
Emergency, yes, it is emergency.
It's an emergency.
Oh.
You don't, and you're worried about your kids screaming for that one night.
Your kids will probably have supported you if he did that.
No, girl, no.
They probably would.
We're not getting kids involved in this mess.
No. As in, like, no,
messy.
I don't mean as in like come and fight. But what I'm trying to say is, when that kid grows up and they say, "Why aren't you guys together?" I would tell my child the truth, and they will
remember that
support.
night?
Yeah, and my child will support me because they're gonna be like, "Okay, mom, like you did the right thing. Like you've got standards, and you left because I wouldn't have stayed." But if you tell your kid, "I stayed because I was thinking about your well-being," your kid's gonna be like, then your kid's gonna think it's okay to be with a sleazy man that does that. Type of shit.
Exactly.
Come on, woman.
Girl, you tell
Where's
them,
the
Faye.
standards?
What would
Come
you have
on.
done? Did you say?
Wait, no, I didn't say. What I would have done
Yeah.
is I'll finish it off, and not even let them finish. I'll go in,
I know.
get get my torch.
She would get the food.
Have I seen this for real? Okay. So, and then I'll get the nearest equipment, cups, you name it.
I know her.
Dish.
I know her. She'll do that.
I'll finish these two. That's what's going to happen. The neighbour's going to call 999.
So what would you
name
do
it.
with a cousin? Would you let
She'll
her
be
stay?
finished. No, she'll be finished. I'll chuck out the window.
And her bags.
So you're both scrapping.
Dashed it
Yeah,
out
I'm
there.
scrapping.
We're
We're
fighting.
Hell
We're
yeah.
I'm not scrapping.
I'm not
I'm
doing
not
silent.
scrapping.
I'm speaking up.
I'm definitely, because you know what it is? It's not because, obviously, like, I know, like we can never come back from it. But at that moment, my emotions will
it's a
be
relief.
so high. Yeah. It's a relief. And also, it's a sign of, at that moment, obviously, la stuff, but the shutdown will take over. Do you get it?
Yeah, it
So your heart, The Hodan will go woof, and you'll turn Super Saiyan. What can you do, sis? I'm fighting.
10 Super Saiyans.
My hair would be like this. My hair would be like this. I would have the devil thorns.
The blonde hair.
And then my eyes will stick out. I'd have an out-of-body experience.
Piccolo,
and
you
I'm
name
telling
it.
you, you better run for your life. And because it's so, I already know the living room is about a box size. You lot are gonna do.
Maybe the Sonic Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Running around like
Tom and
circle.
Jerry.
And then Tom and Jerry. Listen, as long as there's a fight and Tom and Jerry involved, I'm good.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
There's no way I'm gonna be.
Hell no.
For me, I'm looking dead in the, like I said, I would look dead in your
Naima,
eyes.
I know you'd beat his ass.
No,
I know you.
listen,
I know you too.
It's been
I
many
know
years
that.
now. I've changed. Okay, so
No,
what I'll
no.
do,
No.
I'm not chaos
Until
like
you're
that.
in this scenario, you
She'll be on the
trust me, you'd even
newspaper.
be worse.
Hello.
You would.
Guys, put some respect on my name.
I know you.
Guys.
Guess where I'm at? Where I'm in custody. What happened? My cousin.
No, because I've got kids to think about. I love my kids so much. I want to be there for them. I don't.
But you will be there.
I
What's
don't
gonna
want to
happen?
be in jail for one night. Okay.
No, you won't. No. That's why I'm saying, I would already call my brother, and he would be on the way. I know my brother. He
Yes.
would be on the way,
I'm like,
and
call
I
the
would tell
security,
him,
please.
take the kids. The police will be there. The police will be.
I would have
understanding.
definitely called. I would have called somebody.
Yeah.
Just to let.
But
so
ain't
that
no
they
way I'm
know
letting
I
them get
told
away.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
getting
remember
away.
when they're denying it, you're gonna start questioning. Because you know when you've been emotionally abused, mentally abused,
Yeah,
you do
that's
start
true.
questioning whether it happened or not. Okay, so I would have told somebody so they remember that I've told them. That same night you should have spoken to somebody. What happened?
But how?
Whether it's
How
your
could you
sister,
forget
your
this?
brother, or whatever. Because she's saying they denied it.
So
And
I haven't
I'm
forgot
starting
it.
to
I
think
haven't
she
got amnesia.
believes that it didn't happen.
that's what I'm saying. She's on the spectrum. I'm really
Listen,
sorry. It's
she's
just
been
something-
gaslighted.
Tell
okay?
somebody
No, I think-
immediately.
Manipulated.
Keep log it. For me,
Spectrum.
it's get
She says
out.
spectrum.
Even though you don't have evidence, it happened. Okay, we believe you. Yeah. So I would get out.
Yeah.
If my name is on the property, I will get out for a night or two until they're out of the property and get back. Do you know what I mean?
So I
But
don't
I
let
would
them
be
I'm
take
leaving
you.
my
No,
house
no,
for
no.
them to finish the contamination.
You're awake.
My dad saw.
You're awake. Anyways, how did she go back to sleep, Horta?
Yeah, apparently she did. She went back.
That's
to
what
bed.
I'm trying to say.
Next, can we move on to the Why did you sleep?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Why did you
Yeah, that's
sleep?
what we said.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
That's what
get
I'm
this
saying.
stupid dilemma
That's
out of
what
your
I
face.
mean. Listen, send us part 3 and part 4.
I
Why
don't want
did
no
you go
update.
send
I
us?
don't want to know no update.
Send us
What
aftermaths.
I don't want to know no update.
Just let us just.
What's wrong with her?
I
She
don't
went back
know.
to sleep.
Yeah, she went back to
You're
sleep.
stupid. You're stupid. Why'd you want to go back to sleep? Are you stupid?
What's possessed you to go back to bed?
I'm pissed.
She happily slept in the bed with
Babe,
her
well, like this
child.
dilemma
Is there
just made
girls
me
like
so
that
hungry,
that are just
so
so-
angry? Made me so angry for her.
She got
Why
hungry.
we're supposed to help the government? We having to go
Listen,
ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
sis. You
So
know what I would
listen,
say, sis?
send
Wallahi, we
us
can't help you.
aftermaths, okay?
No, we can't help
Yeah,
you.
we're
We can't help
This
you.
We're
situation.
Somali. We're
this
Somali.
situation
We're very
is-
blunt.
We're very
and,
blunt.
You know,
And
if we think
listen,
you're stupid,
yeah.
we'll say you're stupid.
But you're not really. But
No,
we're
you're
so
not.
sorry. We
You
don't
two
know
are
the
talking to each
situation.
other.
I know. We're so sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
Please.
But,
This is a stupid behavior.
So how can you give her advice? I don't know.
Advice is, okay, it's up to you. Some people stay in the infidelity, like in they think they can
It's a
overcome
marriage.
it. But it's a marriage. Okay, so marriage, for me, that's.
Why do people make it out
Can I
marriage
please,
is,
let me
yeah?
say it? But the thing is, it's up to her what she wants to do. Yeah. Firstly, he denied it, so what can you can't even move forward because he denied it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So if he admitted and he wants to make the marriage work, obviously there's going to be a lot of work that needs to go into making that marriage work.
That's true.
Counseling, whatever you need
That's
to do.
true.
Yeah. He needs to repent, do all of that.
Yeah.
But he denied it. You can't move forward, and you saw what you saw. It's red. Get out.
That's true. I agree.
It's
I-
red.
I-
Get
And
out.
what happened if she's still with him?
Nas. Move on.
Move
I'm
on.
pissed
Move on.
at this dilemma.
Yeah,
we
me too,
can't.
I'm so
we can't
pissed.
give you
We-
advice after that if you're still with him.
Yeah.
So at this point, you just want to get cheated.
Just do what's best for you, darling, because this dilemma is.
At this
atrocious.
point, you just want your man to do the deed with
Yeah.
your cousin. That's it.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
We
What
can't
if he
give you
says-
advice.
What if he says, I want to marry her?
Inna lillahi wa inna
It
ilaihi
could happen. He'll potentially be,
You'd be the co-wife for free.
literally let
All
your
right,
husband marry another wife.
I'm so sorry. I don't know
Next.
what you can
So is that the end of the dilemma for this
sorry.
episode? Are we going to move on from
do.
this?
I'm so shocked
Yeah,
with
this
this
is-
dilemma. Let's change subject.
I'm pissed off.
I'm so
Really?
angry.
I'm heated.
Yeah, well, I mean,
She went back to sleep.
That's the thing. I don't get why. Why did you go back to sleep?
Calm down, guys. This
No.
is,
Well, I'm needed. That's
Listen,
some stupid thing to
not
do.
everybody's the same like us, okay?
Yeah,
There's
but you
some
went back to
women-
sleep. It didn't affect you
Babe.
then.
Okay.
It didn't affect you then.
Her
if you
brain
went back
is
to
working
sleep.
differently to us. That's what.
Because ain't no way you're just gonna go, let me go back to sleep and I'll address it tomorrow. So
This is
That's
not
what
a
it's like.
casual
this is
event.
a big thing.
This is big.
This isn't
This
just
is cheating.
flirting. This isn't liking a picture. This is you seeing them doing the deed with your cousin. Not even a friend. Not even a neighbor. It's just in your house.
So what happened
Let's change
actually?
subject.
I
I'm
really want to
finished
know
with
what
this
happened next.
So,
now.
whoever that is, please could you send us
Part 3.
Part 3 and part 4.
2 or 3, whatever
What
it is.
happened next? Did you stay?
Because we want to know what
Is
happened
the cousin
next.
still there?
If
Yeah.
you left him, Caduce.
And we. Yeah.
If you're still with
He's an
him,
Uber driver. That car isn't gonna be
Goodbye.
in one state anymore. The car is wrecked.
anyway, so let's just end this.
I'm that typical woman that.
Yeah. With the key.
Mhm.
All right. So is that the end of this topic?
Yeah, that's 2
You're gonna wrap it
dilemmas.
up? Who's gonna wrap it
Let's
up?
wrap it up, guys.
All right. Let's wrap it up, guys. So
Okay.
this is the end of the dilemma.
It
Marital
is.
dilemmas.
We
And
love you.
We do want a part 3 and 4 of that story because we really want to know what happened. I hope you like and you subscribe.
Yes.
And if there's any other topics that you would like us to cover,
Yes.
please submit that to us.
Mhm.
And follow our socials on
Yes.
Instagram, Snapchat,
See
TikTok.
ya.
That's all in the description box.
Bye.